Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Professor Ultra, good to see you. How you doing today? We are talking about the Galarian Expedition event today. This is going to be a fun one. Lots of good stuff during this event. New shinies. Very excited for that. Well, Damio, Roy, hello. Welcome on in. Anybody excited for this event? I know I am. Shiny Galarian birds. Oh, thank you, Waldamia. Let's pin that. A little light gold to get us started. Yeah, how are you all feeling about this this event? What's up, Roy? What's up? I'm doing good, Ultra. Thank you for asking. How are you? Oops. Put that there. Grab some water. We've got the shiny Galarian birds coming, which is exciting. Shiny Zamazenta also debuting. Fun stuff. Nice, Roy. Congratulations. That should be fun. Yeah, I agree, Wildamio. It looks quite cool. There's going to be other updates to the daily incense as well. Not just the shiny Galarian birds, but other stuff permanently added. So that's kind of exciting. Kind of exciting. Yeah, of course, Roy. Of course. I hope you get the shiny. Since you couldn't play for long. I mean, you missed most of the event being sick and broken phone, so I hope you can get one and done that shiny. Debatable on how your day went. Oh, fair enough, Ultra. Sometimes they're not always the best days, you know. Main thing probably is Zamazenta and the Galarian birds. Yes, I would agree. You got 6 passes. Nice, Roy. Of the premium, like the green in-person passes or the remote ones? 6 remote ones would be wild. We'll give it a few minutes, maybe let a few other people drift in, and then we'll start. 4 premium and 2 daily. Oh, nice, Roy. Okay. Make good use of those. Doing too much in a year, brain can't juggle everything. Well, you don't have to keep track of everything all at once, you know? Just think about it one event at a time. This one's almost done. Next one coming up is Galarian Expedition. And you also don't have to absorb it all at once, right? Like some of the changes, like the shiny Galarian birds, that's going to be around forever now. So it's not like you have to really focus on that. It's just pretty cool that they're coming. And I'd say the big thing for this one, as far as like what's only during the event, is the shiny Zamazenta, right? Which it'll come back too. It's not like it'll be gone forever. It'll come back at some point. This is just its debut event. Debut event. It's like German Unity Day, so that means no work, and that means a lot of people will be playing. Perfect. That's perfect, Roy. So you're right. Should be able to get some good raids done then. Sunday off from work and the weather. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If you can get the Sunday off, that would be awesome, Ultra. All right, should we jump in and start talking about this? I also got to do stuff, so the stream is... Okay, fair enough, Waldamia. Yo, Khalil, welcome on in. We're going to start. We're going to jump into it now. Start talking about the event. How you doing, Khalil? Are you excited for the Galarian birds? I am. Okay, John, hit start recording. Yeah, the wild area. The wild out event. It's going to be fun, I think. Looks like a mini, or maybe not so many new Go Fest style event, or like tour style. PvP fun. Also found a good team for Galar Cup. Nice. Yo, Hart, welcome on in. Good to see you. Entered the artist competition on the Discord. Nice, Khalil. I'm looking forward. I have seen none of the entries yet. I'm not going to see them before we look at them live. So that's going to be fun. Shia said there's some very, very good entries. Lots of good entries, actually, I think is what she said. So I'm looking to see what you've all cooked up. Should be exciting. For a new Gigantamax Pokemon. Which, if you haven't heard about it, there's the Discord server right there. Thanks, Khalil, for triggering that. If you jump in our Discord server, we're having an art competition. There is prizes. Check it out. We're going Dialga and Palkia, which is your main priority. Oh yeah, fair enough. And they will have the adventure effects moves, right? Roar of Time and Spatial Rend. Oh, nice, Khalil. I look forward to seeing that. Trying to best buddy him. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we are going to jump into it, start talking. Heart, check the announcements channel in the Discord. There's a art competition. Yeah, Toxtricity coming. Both forms. And Shiny available on release, if I remember correctly, which is not something that always happens, but always nice when it does. You know what? This is looking a little... Let's boost that up a little bit. Yeah, I like that a bit more. Okay, let's start talking about this event, though, everybody, shall we? Shall we? Okay, let's do our first section. We'll do this as we normally do. I'll go through each section, talk about it, and then I'll pause for a bit and we can chat about what we just looked at. Don't make me that depressed that the shiny is also coming out. Wait, why depressed? Why depressed? Okay, I'm going to jump into it, everybody, and then we'll then we'll come back to it after we roll through the first part, all the info about the event before we talk about the Pokemon. The Galarian Expedition event is happening from October 4th at 10 a.m. to October 11th at 8 p.m. local time. This is going to be the debut of the shiny Galarian birds, as well as shiny Zamazenta in Pokemon Go. Lots of exciting stuff happening in this event, so let's take a look at all the event details so you can be as prepared as possible. Kings, welcome on in. Oh, we don't want that up yet. Spoiler. Spoiler. So first up, for the wild encounters, we are going to have Nidoran male and female, Abra, Magnemite, Aron, Wailmer, Schfeel, Beldum, Shinx, Fungus, Dedenne, Wooloo, and then rarer encounters for Chansey, Absol, and Emolga. Notice all of those there can be shiny. Chansey is a boosted shiny as well, 1 in 64, so if you find those, click on them. You might get a shiny if you haven't already. Yeah, there's the Zacian and the Mega Gardevoir Hundos. I'm going to have to switch those up for Friday, though, for Zamazenta. Yeah, Roy, exactly. It's like a video, but live. And then we edit it into a video. Heartshaker, go to the announcements channel. There's an art competition. You have to go to the announcements channel. Shai also posted a link to it when you asked her what in the art channel. So if you just click on her link in there, it'll show you. You're out doing raid hour. Good luck, Adam. Good luck. You're about halfway through, right? Oh, you'll see the bloopers, Khalil. Yeah, Mega Mawile is coming. Just announced today. Okay, we're going to go to the next part. Then in 5-star raids, we are going to have Zamazenta with its shiny debuting. That is very exciting. And then we're also going to get the next Masterwork research for a Master Ball. This one will cost $8 USD. It will get you that Master Ball once you complete it. Along the way, you'll also get 18,000 XP, 10,000 Stardust, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon, plus a few more things. And you may have already heard... Oops, let's move that out of the way. Sun is so happy to have got the shiny. Nice, Adam. Very nice. You may have also heard that there is going to be changes to the Daily Adventure Incense. That includes those shiny Galarian birds coming to Pokemon Go during this event, but they are also going to add some other stuff. No news on what that is yet, but I'm curious. What do you all think that's going to be? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, all of you in chat, let me know right now what you think they might add. There's going to be collection challenges as well. Field research tax. There's the blooper. There's the blooper for you, Khalil. Let's stop for some water. There are going to be collection challenges as well as field research tasks and Pokestop showcases for this event. So hang on to any of those XXL Pokemon, hang on to any of those XXL Pokemon, throw them in the showcases, and work on that PhD Pikachu medal. Wait, where did we leave? I think I have to go up on this. We started in the wrong spot. All right, so taking a look at the blog here, you can see they're mentioning the shiny Galarian Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres in the daily incense, but they don't mention what else is coming. We can see the collection challenges here as well. Complete those catch and evolution focused collection challenges. You get XP, Ultra Balls, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon. As far as the field research tasks, you can complete those. You'll get things like XP, Stardust, and then more encounters with those event-themed Pokemon as well. Good way to hunt hundos in there. So if you're looking for any of those event-themed hundos, you might want to check those field research tasks. There is going to be a similar bundle for this event as we had for the Zacian event. So for $5 USD, that's going to get you 3 remote raid passes and 1 premium battle. Blah, blah, blah. There's another one for you. It's going to be an interesting event. I agree, Kings. Okay, sorry. Let me do that one again, everybody. There's going to be a Pokemon Go. Sometimes you just lose it. There is going to be a web store bundle for this event as well, similar to the Zacian one, where for $5 USD, you get 3 remote. Bump it up to 3. Bump that up to 3, Khalil. There is going to be a web store bundle as well for $5 USD. That's going to get you 3 remote raid passes as well as 1 premium battle pass. This is a little bit of discount just on the 3 premium battle passes. This is a little bit of discount on the 3 remote raid passes over what you get in the in-game store. Plus you get that premium battle pass. So if you were going to spend real money on remote raid passes anyways, might be good to grab this one from the web store. That's all we had for that. All right, chat, that's it for all the event info. Kate. She's sitting behind me in her office. Number 3. Nice, Hard. I look forward to seeing that. Get that laughter out and then restart. Exactly, Roy. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Okay. We are going to start talking about the best Pokemon to hunt right now. There is some good stuff here. Apparently an Oreo. I don't know. Okay, let's talk. Let's roll into that section unless anybody has any comments they want to throw in here about all the event info or questions or anything. You know, you can throw that kind of stuff up. Ultra and Adam doing a shiny Zamazenta race. I'm still shinyless for the Zacian, by the way. In case anybody was wondering, I think we're at 30 plus raids now, which is not too bad over odds, but it's getting there. You'll be the last in the race since I prob won't get one. Well, Roy, as I just said, I'm missing the shiny Zacian too. Kings, you're still missing the shiny? I'm going to do raid hour tonight with Body. So if you want any invites, Kings, let me know. I can hit you up. I'll announce it in the members section of the Discord for anybody who wants some invites. Okay, sounds good, Kings. You're missing it too, Roy. Fair enough. Bill Zero, don't have anyone that plays near me apart from your dad and sister. Fair enough, Khalil. If all 3 of you get to a decent enough level, that's good enough to take down almost any raid, especially with party power. So as long as the 3 of you kind of keep building up your accounts, hopefully you should be able to do pretty much anything. Okay, let's start talking about the best Pokemon. Kings will be in. Perfect, perfect. As I said, I'll announce it or I'll just say when I'm going. Announce it like it's an official. The horns will blow. The sirens will sound. No. I'll just post in there and offer invites to anybody who wants to come. Okay, we're going to roll into this next section, everybody. All right, that's it for all the event details. Now let's talk about the best Pokemon to hunt, starting with Shfeel, which evolves into Walrein. This thing is pretty good in PvP. As you can see in Great League, it's ranking 36 or 56 as a Shadow. It does have 2 legacy moves, that fast move Powder Snow and that charged move Icicle Spear. There are times when you can evolve your Shfeel to Walrein to get these moves, so you might want to hang on to any good ones that you get until that opportunity comes up. It also ranks fairly well in the Ultra League, 41 as a Shadow, 45 as a non-Shadow. Again, you need those legacy moves. And then in the Master League, it is a little bit spicy, but still ranking fairly well, 120 as a 120 as a Shadow and 122 as a non-Shadow. So really this thing you can run Shadow or non-Shadow, doesn't matter. They're generally very close in ranks, but the legacy moves are pretty key there. So you want to be able to get those on your Pokemon if you can. Thanks, Roy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. We have 5 accounts all together. Can do 5 stars, just 5-star Shadows. I don't know. Ah, fair enough, Khalil. You use party power, I assume, right? And split it up. If you have 5, 3 in one party, 2 in the other, so everybody gets party power would be the best one. All right, the next Pokemon to talk about here is Magnemite, which evolves into Magnezone. As you can see, actually, let's start that again, everybody. Let's start up here. All right, the next Pokemon to talk about is Magnemite, which evolves into Magnezone. This thing just got boosted recently with the changes to how fast move and charge move timing works. So you can see as a Shadow, it's ranking number 6 as a Steel type raid attacker. And if we scroll down, you can see number 19 as a non-Shadow as well. So not great as a non-Shadow, but it can definitely fill in if you need a Steel type raid attacker. And then it also ranks very well as an electric type raid attacker, again as a Shadow, ranking number 1 here. And if we scroll down, even the non-Shadow still in the top 10. So that is a good one to go after if you need some Steel type or electric type raid attackers. You can also run it in the Ultra League. Again, it's ranking best here as a Shadow. It is a little bit of a spicier pick there. You can see it ranking number 146. And then the Great League as well, ranking 120. And in the Master League as well, ranking 129, again, as a Shadow. But a nice thing about this, no legacy moves needed. You can just put, if you get a good one, you can just put whatever moves on it that you need. Yeah, you got top 2 and top 3? Never the number 1? Well, Roy, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Blooper number 5. Khalil keeping a running count. I love it. All right, the next Pokemon to talk about here is Beldum, which evolves into Metagross. This one, unfortunately, got a little bit of a nerf with those changes we were talking about previously, but it is still a good Steel Psychic type Pokemon, and it does have a Mega that will come to the game eventually. If we scroll down here, we can see the stats. 4,286 as a max CP, an attack of 257, a defense of 228, and a stamina of 190. In terms of weaknesses and resistances, not a lot of weaknesses there. We've got 4 with Dark, Fire, Ghost, and Ground, and then a good amount of resistances with Poison, Psychic, Dragon, Fairy, Flying, Grass, Ice, Normal, Rock, and Steel. Poison and Psychic both double resisted, which is very nice. If we take a look at it as a Steel type attacker, you can see the Shadow ranks fairly well at number 3. So if you can get your hands on one of those sometime in the future, it's not out right now, but that would be a good one to go after. And then as we scroll down, we can see Metagross ranking number 12. It used to be much higher. It does have that legacy move Meteor Mash that you want on it. So you want to wait and evolve any good Beldums. You will be able to get it this Christmas because it had a Community Day Classic this year. So hang on to any good ones you get. Evolve them during the Christmas Community Day. You should be able to get Meteor Mash. Oh. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Ah! What happened here? Our thing got... I don't think it was... Yeah, it wasn't in there. Wasn't in there, so it didn't matter. Sorry, chat. We had one window up we don't need. Now, if you are going after that Shadow, Metang is in the Steel type Grunt in slot number 2 for some of them. You only have a 15% chance to encounter it, but if you want to go after it, you can get it there. But if you want to go after it, you might be able to get it there. Will be a little bit tricky to hunt, but you can definitely try. Metagross also ranks pretty well in the Master League. You can see it's ranking number 54 or number 96 as a shadow. So definitely running it as a non-shadow is the best way to go. You do, again, want that legacy move, Meteor Mash, on it, though. Hey, Stumble, welcome on in. Good to see you. Oh, let's scroll up there. Okay, we're going to go on to the next one. The next Pokemon to talk about here is Mega Alakazam. Nope, is Abra, which can evolve and become Mega Alakazam. Khalil, because it can't take as many hits. It's not quite as bulky. Blooper number 6. Hey, Arash, welcome on in. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, so it's not as bulky, Khalil, which it does have a higher attack as a shadow. So sometimes shadows for raids are generally always better. Not always for PvP though. It can vary. So for Metagross, it's not quite as good. At least in the current meta with the current moves and everything. Yeah, a bit of a glass cannon, exactly, Stumble. Oh, I'm writing that in your bro book. All right, I'm not sure what's happening there. I obviously missed something. We're going to roll on, talk about this. Next Pokemon to talk about is Abra, which evolves into Alakazam and has a Mega in the game. That's Mega Alakazam. It is a good Psychic type. If we take a look here at its stats, it's got a max CP of 5,099, an attack of 367, a defense of 207, and a stamina of 146. In terms of weaknesses, only 3 there, Bug, Dark, and Ghost, and then resistances are just Fighting and Psychic. Now if we take a look at the best Psychic type raid attackers, actually let's get rid of those, everybody. Now if we take a look at the best Psychic type raid attackers here, you can see Mega Alakazam is the best in terms of Megas, and number 2 overall, just coming behind Shadow Mewtwo. It has Psycho Cut and Future Sight. No legacy moves there as of yet, so it is a pretty easy one to get a good one for, set it up with the right moves. She said that's cute. Aw, nice. That's cute. That's cute. Let's make sure that was in the right spot. There we go. All right, the next Pokemon to talk about here is Absol. That also has a Mega in the game. Mega Absol is a pure Dark type. It's got a max CP of 3,732, an attack of 314, a defense of 130, and a stamina of 163. In terms of weaknesses, Bug, Fairy, and Fighting. And then in terms of resistances, Psychic, Dark, and Ghost. Now as a Dark type raid attacker, it does rank fairly well. It's number 7. There are a few Megas ahead of it though, including Mega Tyranitar, which is the number 1 spot, Mega Houndoom as well, and Mega Gyarados. So it's not the best one, but if you need a Dark type Mega to fill in, this could be one to go after. It's also good just to have a good version of every Mega in the game in case you need it at some point in the future. So definitely a good one to get a high IV. So add to the blooper counter. Yay, Kate. Kate, I can't. It's all good. I love a good Absol. Okay. Okay. Yes, the Galarian expedition. Okay, what was I saying, chat? Get yourself a Mega Absol, okay? So it's definitely a good one to get a high IV. So this is definitely a good Pokemon to get a high IV one for. Save it for that Mega. All right, we did it. We did it. All right, next up, let's talk about our Galarian birds. Their shinies are debuting during this event, so let's review how good are these things and what are they useful for in Pokemon Go. Starting with Galarian Articuno here, we can see it is a Psychic Flying type. If we scroll down, it's got a max CP of 4,059, attack of 250, defense of 197, and a stamina of 207. In terms of weaknesses and resistances, it's got weaknesses of Dark, Electric, Ghost, Ice, and Rock, and then it resists Fighting and Ground with double resistance, and then also Grass and Psychic. Now in terms of a Psychic type raid attacker, it's not ranking super high. It is number 15. Could be a fun one to run though, but there are definitely better ones that you can go after in the game. Now in terms of a flying type raid attacker, if we scroll down here, it is ranking better here. It's number 8, so it does get in the top 10. So if you get one of these, you might want to use it as a flying type raid attacker. It does not have a flying move though, so you go with Psycho Cut and Brave Bird for that. Next up for the Galarian birds is Galarian Zapdos. This is a fighting flying type. If we scroll down to look at its stats here, it's got a max CP of 4,012, an attack of 252, a defense of 189, and a stamina of 207. In terms of weaknesses, it's weak to Electric, Fairy, Flying, Ice, and Psychic. In terms of resistances, it resists Bug, Ground, Dark, Fighting, and Grass. Now in terms of a flying type raid attacker, we can flip over here and scroll down. We can see it's not ranking super high. Number 25. Now in terms of flying type, I'm going to start that one again because the ad popped up. A work meeting, no fun. It's true. I know. I'm sorry, Kate. Now in terms of a flying type raid attacker, we can see it's not ranking super high here. It is number 25. It doesn't have a flying type fast move either, so you go with Counter and Brave Bird, but definitely better options, including Galarian Articuno that we just looked at. Why did this lose its spot? Boom, boom, boom. And we can see a similar, actually even worse story as a fighting type raid attacker, ranking number 38 with Counter and Close Combat. So not ranking super well as a raid attacker here. However, it does see some use in the Master League. You can see Galarian Zapdos is ranking 140 with Counter, Ancient Power, and Brave Bird. Not as good as regular Zapdos, definitely a little bit of a spicy pick, but you could have some fun with this one in the Master League if you happen to get your hands on one. Plus, if it's shiny, you throw that thing in there in PvP, people are going to marvel at it either way. Blooper 7 or 8, I've lost count. That's how they happen. Furiously, with no pause. Pokemon Go creates mega Pokemon themselves? Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think they've never created their own Pokemon, but they did have one created for them. I'm pretty sure Creature still created it, but... Okay. Let's just make sure these are all in the right spot. They didn't lose their spot. Let's just make sure. There's Moltres. There's Galarian Moltres. 45, and as a dark type, 14. There we go. And then, oh, and these lost it. These lost it, chat. Time to reset. Moltres. Spoilers, it's good for PvP. Blooper 9. Hey, Cube, welcome on in. Is it Cube or QB? Did I ask that before? I'm sorry if I did and I forgot. Yeah, bloopers happen. You can't not make a blooper. We're human, you know? So, yeah, you just roll with it. Okay, let's keep going, chat. We got 2 more Pokemon to talk about here. Next up, let's talk about Galarian Moltres. This is a dark flying type Pokemon, probably the best of the 3, but let's take a look at its stats here. It's got a max CP of 3,580, attack of 202, a defense of 231, a stamina of 207. Taking a look at its weaknesses and resistances, it is weak to electric, fairy, ice, and rock, and then it resists ground, psychic, dark, ghost, and grass. Let's take a look at it as a flying type raid attacker. Again, not ranking super well here. It's ranking number 45 with wing attack and brave bird. And then as a dark type, it does fare better. It doesn't make it to the top 10, but it is ranking number 14 with sucker punch and payback. But where this thing sees the most amount of use is in PvP. If you happen to get, but where this thing sees the most amount of use is in PvP. If you happen to get a good one low enough for Great League, it's ranking number 55 there with Sucker Punch, Ancient Power, and Brave Bird. In terms of the Ultra League, it's ranking number 24, same moveset. And then in the Master League, it's ranking number 17, again with that same moveset. So good in absolutely all the open leagues. Definitely a good one to get your hands on if you can. Of Mewtwo or Shadow Mewtwo? QB, this is one of our informational videos, but I'm doing a PvP stream after this in exactly 1 hour. Exactly 1 hour from now. So if you want to come by and hang out while we do some PvP or maybe sign up for a battle, could do that. And then Friday we'll be back out playing again for the Galarian Expedition event. So grabbing some Zamazenta raids. This sounds weird as heck, but did you ever think about doing a move? Oh, a movie night. Not on YouTube, Roy, because you can't. Copyright, but on Discord, yeah. It's already midnight for you. Okay, fair enough, QB. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good sleep, I guess, or good rest of your night and then a good sleep, whatever you're up to. Getting pretty late for you there. Fair enough. Fair enough. We have definitely talked about that, and we'll get something going for that on the Discord, I think. Yeah, sleep is important. 8 p.m., Roy. Yeah, you're 9 hours ahead of me. Yeah, 9 hours, okay. Arash, I missed it. Arash, wait, was it the Mewtwo one? I know it's just out of the blue. Can someone tell me what is the attack of Mewtwo or Shadow Mewtwo? Arash, they'll have the same attack. If you hang out, we'll finish up Zamazenta, and then we can take a look at Mewtwo. We always do some other stuff once we're done this and hanging out. Ah, thank you, Cube. I appreciate you. Hey, Ben, welcome on in. That's reason one to do 10-hour streams. Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. Maybe I might have been getting set up for doing this. It's been a busy morning for that. Okay, we're going to roll into talking about Zamazenta, and then we'll finish up the video stuff, and we can hang out and chat, and we'll check out Mewtwo, and we can chat about the event and that kind of stuff. And let's just make sure these are all in the correct spot. Zamazenta doesn't show up if you have that. Okay. And that's still there. Perfect. All right, our last Pokemon to talk about here is Zamazenta. Its shiny is debuting during this event. It is a pure fighting type. If we scroll down and take a look at its stats, it's got a max CP of 4,329, an attack of 254, a defense of 236, and a stamina of 192. In terms of weaknesses, it's weak to fairy, flying, and psychic. And then resistances, it resists bug, dark, and rock. In terms of a fighting type raid attacker, it doesn't rank super high. It's number 7. So it is in the top 10, but it doesn't have a fighting fast move. So you use Metal Claw and then close combat. But where I think most people are going to use this thing is in Master League. It does rank number 72 there with Snarl, Close Combat, and Crunch. Oops, what did we want to do? This. Now, if you are going after those Zamazenta raids, you're probably going to want to watch out for those Hundo CP numbers. So in the non-boosted weather, that's going to be 2,188. And then in weather boosted, that's 2,735. Because it's a pure fighting type, it is boosted in cloudy weather only. Flip that off. All right, we did it, everybody. We did it. Yeah, a lot of the legendaries are... Oops, we want to go back to here because we want to check out Mewtwo. A lot of the... Not all of them, but a lot of the legendaries share. When they came out in the same generation as like those pairs, they often share the same stats, but not always. Even if their typings are different. Excuse me, hiccup. Okay, Arash, you wanted to check out Mewtwo. So the way it works, Arash, is the attack obviously gets stronger, but the actual stat doesn't change in the Pokemon. So here's Mewtwo. Max CP of 4,724. Attack exactly 300. Yeah, Hundo's not updated till Friday. Assuming I don't forget. Although Stumble's been good about reminding me. Thank you, Stumble. I don't know what I would do without all you wonderful mods. So what happens, though, when it's a shadow? You can see if you flip it over, it doesn't change it here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's so many. Armored Shadow Mewtwo? Wait, was that a real thing? Nothing changes here, but what actually changes behind the scenes is this goes up 20%. So it'd be 3,060. And then this drops by 20%. One of the nice things about Mewtwo is that this is going to go up by 60, 182, that would be 18, 36. It's going to drop by 36, basically. 36.4. So 182 would become just below, yeah, it'd be 145. So you'd have an attack of 360 and a defense of 145 in shadow form. So you lose far less defense than you gain in attack because its attack is already so heavily weighted there, right? There's the weaknesses and resistances. So Pokemon that are really attack weighted tend to do, and not a lot of defense, tend to do really well as shadows. And it's nice that its stamina is actually the highest out of the two like more defensive stats. Because the stamina doesn't change. It keeps the same hit points, but the attack goes up and the defense falls, both by 20%. Hey John, my team for Galar Cup, Sir Fetch, Shadow Galarian Weezing, and Galarian Stunfisk. Ooh, nice, Ultra. Need Mewtwo and Tauros to complete Kanto. Oh. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Shadow Mewtwo is a beast. It's a beautiful Pokemon. In terms of usefulness, and it's very cool looking too. All right, sounds good, Roy. That'll be just under an hour. We're just kind of hanging out now if people want to chat about some stuff before then. Need Tauros, yeah. I'll bring some with me. Hopefully some shiny ones, although I don't even have my own shiny yet. But when I come to the UK, I'll definitely bring a bunch of Tauros with me so I can trade them to y'all. Through a lucky trade. Nice, Ultra. Very nice. That is a very nice lucky trade. Let's flip back to here. I don't need to be in a little bubble, do I? Oops. Oh, the ads popping up. There we go. Can we flip there? And I don't want to minimize that. Sorry, chat. I was just setting everything up so I can see you chatting in a bigger window. I have a question. People keep saying about things being back at Christmas. What does that mean? Oh, yeah. So Stumble, there is a Christmas community day. Let's see if we can take a look at last year's. So it used to be just the regular community days, but last year they included community day classics. All those Pokemon come back in a 2-day Christmas community day. And you can evolve for the moves during each day as well. Christmas Community Day, Pokemon Go. And so that's why this one says like catch up. This is 2022. But you can see these were all the Pokemon that had community days. Wait, it's 2023 though. Oh yeah, they do the 2, that's right. So you can see all the Pokemon that had community days. I will say this is also why they put things like Sewaddle in there. It's a little bit of watering down for the Christmas one, so it's not just a bunch of stacked Mon, which is fair enough. There's like bonuses, same thing. And you can see it's 2 days. Still 2 to 5 p.m. is what it's generally been, but you get it Saturday and Sunday. You get a lot of the same bonuses. This is not this year, by the way, everybody. And then they split up which ones are on which day. And then here's the classic ones, right? So for this one, it was the last 10 minutes of each hour. You can catch the classic Pokemon. But the really nice thing, because you might get those throughout the year too, is the evolutions. Do they list them here? Sorry, chat. There we go. So they do all the evolutions, even for the classics. So like Char was a classic community, right? But you could still evolve for 2 of its legacy moves. Blastoise, Sandslash. So that's kind of what they mean. Yes. Yes, it is amazing, amazing news. I agree. With the shiny boost. Yes, usually with the shiny boost. It's a good one. So if you've missed any of them throughout the year, you can go back. Well, not go back. Like you can't go back in time, but you can play that and hopefully get some. It's a good event. Definitely a good one. Yes, of course, Arash. Of course I'll bring a Tauros for you when I come to India. I guess I should start hanging on to whatever high-level ones I get, because the IVs will be re-rolled. Ace, welcome on in. Good to see you. Did you stream today, Ace? I did not have a chance to catch any streams today. I've been prepping for these. We're doing a lot of info streams this week because we were busy setting it up last week. Let's flip back over here. Let's at least... Wait. I was not at all showing you... Oh my gosh. Chat, I'm so sorry. Here's the page I was trying to show you. This is from last year. I forgot I had flipped to the full screen. So you can see they feature all the Pokemon again over each day. So like Saturday and Sunday, different ones. And then the way they did it last year was the classics were the last 10 minutes of each hour. But what it's really about... Oh yeah, and then you get the raids too. And the eggs. That was kind of new. What it's really about, though, is you can evolve for the featured attacks again. Which is nice. Thanks, Ace. That's true. I don't know if you can time travel or not. That's fair. That's fair, Stumble. I retract that statement. You could be a time traveler for all I know. So you can do all the legacy moves again for all the Pokemon throughout the whole year for community days. So whenever I say that, or other people say that in videos or whatever, that's what they mean. Need to remember what ones we had this year. I will say, for any Pokemon that you can evolve to get a legacy move that you want, some of the legacy moves aren't good for anything, generally. Maybe some is like anti-meta weird stuff in PvP if you want to build a weird team around it. But for any of the good ones, I always hang on to those Pokemon. These attacks generally cycle through. It can take a while. You got to have patience for that. But for any move that you can evolve, any legacy move you can evolve to get, I generally tend to wait on those. Some of them you can't, like if it's a legendary raid or something, like Xerneas with Geomancy or something, you get a really good, like if you get a Shundo, immediate elite TM. Because there's no way. It doesn't evolve, so there's no way to get it without the elite TM. But, depends on your spending habits and how you feel about elite TMs. Yeah, I don't know. Did anybody have any other comments or anything about the... Where did my big chat window go again? There you are. You can time travel just in one direction into the future and very slowly, like 1 second per second. That's fair. That's fair. 1 second, 1 Earth second per 1 ground level. I don't know. Now we're getting into weird relativistic physics, but I hear you. I hear you. If you are Adam, you mean Elite TM Master. Yeah, I'm very... I don't know if Adam's still there. I know... Well, I guess his raid hour has ended now. But I am very curious how many Adam has in his collection. My top 3 on Master League? I haven't built a new Master League team. I guess I probably should. But let's check out what my top 3 are ranking right now. Generally, I go dragon. I used to really like... Oops. We need PV poke first before we start punching things in there. I usually run a dragon. Not in Great League. In Master League. Garchomp's still doing not bad. 50. The other option is either Rayquaza as my dragon or Salamence. And then with that, I run Metagross and a fairy, which is usually Togekiss. Those are my top ones. It's a very like classic kind of team. They cover each other fairly well. You know, if somebody has a a fairy counter to your dragon, you've got Metagross in there. You generally see a lot of dragons in Master League anyways, so Togekiss is good for that. And then the dragon's also good for that, and they hit hard. No, Arash, we haven't had a chance yet. It's still on the list, though. Next movie we watch, that's the one we'll watch. Ooh, interesting, Ultra. Interesting. See you for PvP. Okay, sounds good, Khalil. Sounds good. PvP in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Time travel is fun, but the logistics hurt your brain. Fair enough, Stumble. Fair enough. Ooh, Stumble needs to finish it up too. All right, maybe we should call it here then. Everybody, including me, can go get ready for the PvP stream. Get your teams ready, everybody. Or your random spicy fun. Your, what do you call it? Restrictions. I'm interested to see what you all cook up today. I'm excited for PvP. It feels like it's been forever. We did one last week, but I think it was Monday, so it has been like a week and a half, I guess. But we had to go hunt more shiny Zacians on Monday. Open the form. Should we do it live? Should we do it live? Oh, where do I have... in there. Oh, why is that not... There's the old one. There's the old one. Boop, boop, boop. Cleared. Cleared. It's open. The form is open. Oh, you couldn't see it. But it is open now. It is open now. Definitely going to be using it, so when we do the PvP stream, nice, Kings. Oh, yeah, Kings, that's it. PV Poke, amazing, amazing website for PvP. It's got a team builder, too. Hang on, let me go back here 1 second. We'll just do this really quick, and then we'll end. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we're back here. If you've got, say, like a Pokemon like Togekiss, you can check out, one, its key wins, its key losses. These ratings here, the best win is 1,000. 1,000 is like super clutch to win, always, 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 which is like hard to happen. And then the closer to 0 you get, the worse of a loss it is. So you can see its win against Dragonite, 808, very strong win. Its loss against Ho-Oh, 184, pretty strong loss, right? So it's going to lose against Ho-Oh pretty strongly. It's going to win against Dragonite quite strongly. It shows you its performance in all of these different roles. Gives you its stats there. The rank 1. Rank 1 is always this for Master League. And then whether you need Candy XL, which for Master League you do, gives you some stuff about it. Fast move pressure, so it does a lot of fast move damage. Puts a lot of pressure on people. Resists attacks from a lot of typings in the meta. Takes a long time to reach its charge moves. And because of the fact that it takes a long time to reach its charge moves, you can't do a lot of shield pressure. So it gives you its stats like that. Lists all the moves you can have. Little asterisk, again, means legacy move. Everybody's pretty good about following that. All the hidden powers. The typings, its weaknesses, blah, blah, blah. And then suggested teammates down here, which is nice. So let's just say like, oh, I've got a Dawnwings. I want to start building a team with that. It's put both of them in my team now. It's given me a rating on just those two. But let's say I want to add another one. Let's just throw in Garchomp. And it gives you the best recommended moves here automatically. Now I've got a team of 3. Rate my team. Scroll down. Coverage gets a B. Bulk gets an A. Very bulky team. Safety a C. So there's somewhat safe matchups, but there's some key losses in there. And consistency is an A. So it performs pretty well. And then it gives you a ranking against the top meta Pokemon. This is a loss for Zygarde. So the losses here is indicated for the Pokemon on the left. And you can see how it does against each one. Big X bad, filled in circle good, small X not great, not filled in circle, not the best, but still decent. So there's a lot of information on this site. Potential threats in the meta. So Ursaluna, we have no strong wins against Ursaluna, no strong wins against Tapu Lele, no strong wins against Feraligatr. So it's a very powerful site. Your PvP is in. I look forward to it, Stumble. I look forward to it. And potential alternatives, things you could add to your team. And then it tells you how it does against your top threats. So these were our top threats from up there, right? So it tells us what we could cover here. And then it also gives you each of their rankings here. 410 wins, 197 losses for Togekiss, 485 for Necrozma Dawnwings, 123 losses. That kind of stuff. And then it gives you all their defensive. So there's tons of information on here. And you don't necessarily even need to go down this far. The top parts that I use, although I haven't built a new team in a while, is from here up. So from here up. Potential threats. Actually, sometimes I go down to alternatives if my team isn't great. And this kind of information here, all super helpful. And you can build a team of 6 too. Like if you're building a show 6, pick 3 team for a tournament, you can add 6 Pokemon in here. We'll just add something else. And it will tell you how good you are at covering. Again, I'm guessing this is not. Pokemon may have too low stats or be ineligible. Oh, Aggron was the mega form. But anyways, you can keep adding. Yeah, Kings, whenever you're going to get into it, if you just have like one good Pokemon that you want to run and you know it ranks well, go to this part of the website and scroll down. Sorry, I'm not meaning to jump all over super fast. And scroll down to the suggested teammates here and look for one that you have. If you don't have one there, you can just head straight to the team builder and select your league and add whatever Pokemon you're looking for and then search around and find some things. Yeah, it's a very good resource. PvPoke, the human who runs it, very wonderful work they're doing. When a new meta comes out too, generally, if they have time in their life, because they do other things, but almost always they release those new meta on it's the same website, but there'll be a little link right above these menu here that says like next season's rankings. And you can actually look at it ahead of the season starting and start building a team, which is very cool. Shout out to them. I link them in the description of every video. Same thing with GoHub. All the resources I use, GoHub is in there too. And I'll show you Pokebattler is a good one for counters, for raid counters, if you're looking against a specific Pokemon. But another good site, although it's under construction, is the Game Press TDO or DPS/TDO spreadsheet. Oops, I don't want that. No, not a sponsor. Get out of here, Amazon. And you can scroll down. Again, you could just pick a certain Pokemon, but you can search in this site. If you just want to see the top Fairy-type raid attackers, just put @ Star Fairy means it has both fast and charge moves as fairy moves. You can rank by DPS, which is damage per second, TDO, which is total damage output. ER is their like battle simulation, which is a good one to use. Sadly, this is new. They've updated this website, which is good. It's looking much better. But this button is not working. Hide unavailable. So you're going to see Pokemon that aren't available in this list. Unless they fixed it. Is there anything in here that's not? Yeah, Alcremie is not in Pokemon Go. So you might have to scroll past the ones that aren't there, but it's still a very good website. Oh, and you can click best. Only shows you the best moveset. I don't know. Those are my top resources for Pokemon Go. But we should call it here, everybody. Let's go get ready. Nat, we're just ending, but it's good to see you. We're just a we should go get ready. I should go get ready. And if all of you need to too, you know, take a little break. We'll have a little half-hour break between streams. And we got PvP coming up in 35 minutes. 35 minutes. So I think we'll call it here. I'm sorry we're ending right as you're coming in, Nat. Maybe come for the PvP stream. Hang out. Hang out with us. Should we peek at Stumble's submission? Should we peek, Stumble? Or no? I'm very interested. We could peek right now. Okay. We will come to the end. We will come to the end. We'll save that. We'll save that for PvP. We do need to thank our mythical members, though. Oops. Let's roll this up here. No. OBS. Chat. There we go. We do have to say a huge thank you to our mythical members. King's Lounge in chat there. Fallman, High Five Louise, Body on a Planet, and Kate, of course. There's no way to cheat, not with those restrictions. Interesting. Huge thank you to our mythical members. I appreciate you all. You make this all possible. And all our members, too. All the members help contribute to the channel. I really appreciate all of you, as well as all of you who come to the live streams, watch the videos, leave comments, subscribe, hit the like button. All that stuff, super, super helpful. I'm very grateful for you all. I very much love doing this. Thank you for making this possible. And we'll see you in 34 minutes for PvP if you're coming to that. Or on the Discord. Don't forget to check out our Discord server. You'll come for a bit. Okay, fair enough, Nat. Yes, we'll see you all soon. Either in the PvP stream or the Discord server or in a future stream. Wait, let's go full screen. We'll do the balloons. All right, peace out, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you in a little bit. if you're coming to that one. So I guess that won't be the rest of your day. But you know what I mean. Bye, everybody.